It stands for the Singapore-MIT Alliance for Research and Technology. It's really a very significant partnership between MIT and the National Research Foundation here in Singapore. It's PhD level research. It doesn't do any teaching per se, although it does have a significant number of fellowship programs, both postdoctoral fellowship programs, four-year fellowship programs, and even undergraduate fellowship programs. Its purpose is for translational research primarily. Its goals are to try to solve critical problems of societal interest, to act as a magnet for attracting and anchoring global research talent, for providing robust partnerships with the other academic centers here in Singapore, and to promote translational research, entrepreneurship, and technology transfer. There are currently 100 researchers, MIT and Singapore researchers at SMART. It will be growing over the next couple of years to 500. There are 5 centers. The first center was the Infectious Disease Center. The second one was the Center for Environmental Sensing and Modeling. The third one opened up was the Biosim and Micromechanics, Biosim. And then the one that just opened up is on future mobility, urban mobility. The fifth one has yet to be announced. And I run what's called the Innovation Center, which I'll now spend the rest of my time talking about. The Innovation Center, as I think Rick alluded to, is an opportunity to collaborate globally between MIT and also within Singapore, NUS, NTU, SMU, SIM, a new university, which I think they're calling SUPD, finally, is the name, out of the various polytechnics, to achieve a dream of developing a pipeline of knowledge-based business opportunities in the emerging technology area. We accomplished this through grants, so I have 2 grant programs, the Innovation Grant and the Ignition Grant. The larger grant is a $2.25 million grant that we give to help faculty members move their technology into the commercial world. So here's what we did. In the Innovation Grant, we launched our first grant a couple of months ago. This was the advertisement that went out. I have a very prestigious group of gentlemen and ladies who help us select the projects. We very seriously vet the technology, the background IPs, the personality, the potential commercial applications. We got 13 applications from MIT and Singapore, and we ended up giving 3 innovation grants and 3 innovation ignition grants and 4 of the large innovation grants, covering technology from new ways, new sources of expandable stem cells to water purification systems, to terahertz lasers, to a whole range of very interesting technology, all of which have huge potential business opportunities in our view. We also set up an experimental program for students called the Explorer Grant, in which we give $50,000 to a student team. It's focused on gaming and web-based applications. We have a very prestigious, this is the advertisement that we sent broadly around in MIT and here in Singapore. We have a prestigious group of advisors who help us select projects. We got 16 projects and we selected 4, 1 from SMU, 1 from NTU, and 2 from MIT. Now, one of the reasons that I was very excited to come here is to talk about the Catalyst program. And as you can see, to put these 2 disciplines together, as is done in the Deshpande Center, we need to have catalysts. People both in Singapore and internationally who understand emerging technology companies, who have a technical base and a business base that can come alongside our technical people and really help them understand the potential market. And we're looking for volunteers who would like to work on 1 or 2 projects and help come up with go-to-market strategies. The MIT Enterprise Forum members are certainly more than welcome, and I think we'll work together to put some sort of database together. We're having a program in April to basically teach one how to be a catalyst by looking at case studies, sharing best practices, Fiona Miller from Sloan Business School, and Charlie from the faculty at Deshpande Center will both be here to do that. We want to get interdisciplinary teams together of MBA students, business undergraduate students, to work with our technical people and form these interdisciplinary I-teams. At MIT, it's a collaboration between Deshpande Center and Sloan. It's a 4-credit project, and it's usually very good for the students, and it's very valuable for us to be running these projects. Again, we'll be putting a course together on that in the April timeframe. We did our first program, just an anecdotal bit of data. We did a first one with INSEAD, and we had one of our projects actually has a very significant military market. And turns out INSEAD had one of their MBA students who was a former Israeli military. He saw the project, fell in love with it, did a very in-depth market study, both with his colleagues in Israel as well as his military colleagues here, and realized the direction they were going was absolutely wrong. And came up with a counter proposal based on what the market would be, and then the scientists realized, my gosh, we can do that. And so we converted something with, again, successful I-team from something which would have gone in the wrong direction and ultimately would fail to something which has the potential of a billion-dollar market. Connecting, as Rich mentioned, is vitally important. All our projects will be connected to the Deshpande Center at MIT, and will be promoted in the idea stream and open house events that they have in Boston. We're trying to network very closely with the venture capital community in Boston. On my advisory board, I have most of the new VC funds that have been set up by the National Research Foundation here. But they're small. They need to couple with larger VC funds in the US and Europe. And so we're trying to make that connectivity. If you want more information, this is a little bit of information you can find on our website. This is the team that helps me. Again, the differentiating factors, we're not another proof of concept grant. Because I think if you give a proof of concept grant, you're going to have a faculty researcher who's going to produce another paper. We take a very integrated approach. We combine, again, the business expertise with the technical expertise in a very user-friendly environment. We're driven to come to a commercial endpoint where we de-risk technology, come up with a go-to-market strategy, again, so that the venture community will be interested. And just, again, the last slide, hopefully we can work together with the MIT Enterprise Fund to set up a database. We have 15 projects that we've funded so far. We're really interested in getting some catalysts to help us. Send in your CVs and what areas you're interested in, and we'll try to match you. Again, we have the Catalyst course coming up. The conflict of interest rules, we assume that without conflict, there'd be no interest. So if you're a catalyst and suddenly you're interested in investing in a company or maybe participating in management of a company, you just have to declare, step away. We'll put a new catalyst in place and you negotiate arm's length. So thank you for listening, and let's work together.